Welcome back, viewers. We are going on with the discussion, and remember, you can be part of the Afya Leo program, and you can support us via our till number that is on your screen. And Madam Rhoda, Nurse Rhoda, is in the building, and we are going on with the discussion. As we were going for the break, we were talking about the stages of cervical cancer.
Yes.
So, what do you do when you diagnose cervical cancer? Let's start with the first stage.
Okay. When we diagnose cervical cancer, I told you, especially in the rural setups and in the these small hospitals, we don't do advanced screening, but at least we have the screening that I call viewing. So when we view the cervix and we find out that there are signs of cancer, or rather there are abnormal cells that have grown excessively on the cervix, there are some steps we take. For example, if the setup is well organized or is well equipped, because there are facilities that need to be in a hospital, so that first of all we can view, and then we can manage, and then we can rehabilitate in case of cancer. But these facilities are not in all hospitals. They are found in referral hospitals or other main hospitals. But in, for example, in a setup of a dispensary or a health center, which is the primary level of health, when we view the cervix and find out that there are abnormal cells, what we do, there is a management skill. There is something we call cryotherapy. Cryotherapy is a procedure. It is a procedure of burning the excessive cells. Yeah, there are some drugs that are used to burn the cells so that they stop multiplying. In this stage, I said it may not be cervical cancer, but now we are seeing overgrown cells. So we are in mind, we are suspecting something is wrong with the cervix. And therefore, this cryotherapy management is done at that stage. When we realize that there are those abnormal cells. Then if we see that it's stage 2, or rather we are advancing to other stages, now if it's in a primary health setup, the person is referred. Then if it is in the main hospital, there are now other advanced tests that are done. So we don't rush to treat in late stages. We get to other tests so that we can be able to manage. But in this stage now, the patient will have moved from the primary setup to the main hospital. So in this case now, that is where we will involve the gynecologist. You know, those are the specialists who deal with the reproductive system of the women.
Yes.
So there are other tests and there are other management, but the primary management is called cryotherapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at stage 4, what do you do when you diagnose the cervical cancer is at stage 4?
At stage 4, which is very late actually, that patient, if it's in a primary setup, the patient is urgently referred to a cancer center through the gynecologist. Of course, not directly from the health center. It is now from the health center to the gynecologist, who now manages through a cancer center. Now that is already cancer, which will be managed in specialized ways. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
because there is other therapies, there is radiotherapy, there are drugs. So in that level, the specialized management now will be done.
okay, and you talked about in stage 1, you do cryotherapy.
Yes.
So what do you do? Because the name already is scary. And you talked about you use drugs to burn the cells.
Yeah.
How do you do it? Is the patient, is it done orally? ama inafanyika aje?
Okay, it's a simple procedure. It's a machine kind of which is treated in a special way that will be introduced to the cervix to burn those cells.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, and is cancer treatable?
Cancer is, we say, it cannot be treated to the late, or rather completely, but it can be managed. Remember, there is management and there is treatment. Management is broad because now when we are screening, we are already managing. And if we screen someone who is negative, that is also management because we are preventing. So we say we manage because management will take broad, it will be broad, it will take many things. There will be counseling, there will be drugs, there will be emotional support. Some of the people have financial problems, so there will be financial support. So management of cancer is incorporated, or rather it is integrated. But at the same, there are drugs that are used to treat cancer. There are procedures that are used to treat. But purely, cancer cannot be cured.
Even at stage 1, when it's diagnosed as stage 1?
Okay, when we say it's at the late stage or the fourth stage, we do rehabilitative management. But in stage 1, I said, when we burn the cells will not grow again. So we stop the process of developing cancer.
Okay.
Because that is why now we advocate for screening, even when the person is healthy. Yeah.
Okay, and what can one do to avoid contracting cervical cancer?
Okay, to avoid contracting, I can say it's a bit tricky for the sexually active women because now any sexually transmitted infection, to avoid any sexually transmitted infection, there are very many things. There is this counseling, there is use of condoms, there is vaccination. But now vaccination, basically we want to use it for those who are not active. Although even the active can be vaccinated. But now we are saying the best way to avoid is prevention. And in prevention now, that is where you put measures like vaccination, use of condoms, and etc.
Okay, and there is, I don't know, it's a myth or it's the truth. Is cancer inheritable?
Okay, research has been done, and it has been said cancer can be inherited. Yeah.
Oh, how?
No, we say some causes are idiopathic. Idiopathic means surely you cannot know why this thing came or why this disease came. You cannot even know the main cause. But because medicine is science and science is research, so every day there is a new thing coming up. And now when I think during the research, when they do everything and they consider all causes, then finally they realize that this thing, due to history, and history has directed them to know that there could be inheritance. But it cannot be truly said it's inherited, but there are chances that one can inherit.
Okay. And in prevention, you talked about vaccine. Is the vaccine available?
Yes, the vaccine is available all over in our health facilities. So I would also advise the viewers, those who have young girls, they can bring them or take them to health centers for vaccination. Yeah.
It's free of charge?
It is free of charge.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's this rumor that was going around that the vaccine might cause infertility to the young girls. Is that true?
Okay, it is not true. That is just rumors. It is not true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can just have a word with someone who is watching you and has the doubts, is scared to go for the therapy.
Okay.
Just have your last word to that viewer.
Okay, I would want to congratulate the viewers for listening. And also I want to encourage the viewers or my viewers that we have a vaccine that can prevent cervical cancer. It is free. We also do screening, and when we are screening, it does not mean you are sick. So just like you sit down and take a BP, just come, let us do screening, let us check your cervix early, let us avoid rushing during the late hours when someone is sick. So viewers, I know you are listening to me, and take care of your health. Let us not be busy for our health. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for coming once again.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for the discussion.
Thank you
I
so
hope
much.
it has really helped our viewers, and it has helped me too.
Thank you.
So thank you, viewers, for keeping in touch, and thank you very much for coming back to the GTV. This has been the Afya Leo program. My name is Caroline Bide. Keep your comments coming because we value your feedback, and you can be part of this Afya Leo program by supporting us via our till number that is on your screen, that is 9626895. Till next time, that has been our time.
Thank you.